Hey guys, welcome back to Meepers Jeepers. So you guys know I got the new Colorado, and I just picked up an aux beam switch panel box for it, and I'm going to do a full install video on that. But guys, that new, I think it's an AS600, so it's got, 6 switch buttons on it that I'm going to put in the Colorado, because I got ditch lights on it now that I ain't got wired up yet, because I'm not paying, Chevrolet $500, for a simple pigtail and an install when it's only one aux switch in the truck. So I'll have 6 with the aux beam. But again, I'm going to do a full install video on that. But guys, that aux beam, that's pretty much all the lights I've used is all aux beam on all the Jeeps. And now my, Colorado, my buddy Rucci's Jeep, aux beam is all I've ever used, and I've never had a single problem out of aux beam products. So, but what I got for you today is I was going to show you kind of my wiring setup, because I do between the bikes and the Jeeps and the truck. Rucci's Jeep, Rucci's bikes. I do a lot of, say, rock lights, underglow lights, ditch lights, auxiliary lighting on vehicles. So I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to show you the box. That I got a whole box that's just set up with all my electrical stuff and some other specialty tools, because I don't have a ton of electrical stuff. So I'm going to flip you around here, and we're going to walk over to the box. And I wanted to do a comparison also on a set of wire strippers that I have. So let's turn you around and look at my box. So guys, this is my electrical box setup. And these are the strippers that I was mentioning. We're going to compare these today too. But I got all, like some of the specialty tools, all my electrical stuff's in the top, all my extra wires and loom and zip strips and, light sockets and stuff like that. Guys, this general full bank box is just awesome. Like I said, I got more than just electrical in here. But all my shrink tube and, tie downs, these little 3M zip strip stickers are just awesome if you're running wires anywhere at all on your vehicle. All terminals, body panel tool, these are crimpers for terminals and stuff like that. Guys, these Q-Ject shrinkable butt links, guys, are just awesome. They're not expensive. I think that thing was $9 or $10 on Amazon. And all the shrink tube, it's just all off-brand. But guys, this Wirefly kit that I got off of Amazon has just a ton of heat shrink wire connectors in it. I would say probably, connectors, this is probably the most expensive thing I've bought. I think this was $40 or $50. But guys, it comes with a ton of stuff in it. And then obviously, a nice case to put it all in. So you can see kind of what all's in there. But Wirefly from Amazon is it's pretty good stuff. But anyway, let's grab these wire strippers. These I want to show you today. And another tool that I just bought. Let me flip you around. Another tool that I just bought that's really going to make the installation of the ditch lights, and I'm going to put underglow lights on the truck, and then obviously rock lights. So these here, guys, these wire strippers here, I think they were my dad's. So they got to be, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years old. I couldn't tell you. But you can see that the thing, they're still in great shape. Is there a name on that? Strip Master? So I don't know how old these is. I know they were my dad's. So, and I ended up picking up a set of these Macs off the Mac truck where I parked my semi at. And these work fine. Fine is all I'm going to say. Is they work okay. They don't work like these. I mean, these things are old. These are new. And I know you can set like the strength in which it grips the wire. But sometimes, if you do it too fast, it pulls the wire right out. It seemingly, no matter how tight you got this set. So anyway, I mean, I think for, I think I paid $70 for these. Guys, these are so old, I couldn't tell you. I would say 20, 30 bucks back in the day, maybe. And these are the ones I go to rather than using my Max. So another thing I got, guys, and I'm going to do a tool haul video here in a couple days, are these Vim like disconnect pliers. And they come in a 5-piece set. I was wanting the 5-piece set, but I couldn't find one. But I did need these electrical disconnect pliers. Guys, I mean, for it being a stubby and just really, I mean, it's really an extension of your finger. So if you're in tight spots, and I have the worst luck with electrical connectors. Like, I'll break them every time. So I got a pair of Lyle pliers, but they're a little bulky, and the head of them kind of get in the way when you're in tight spots. So I picked these up for like 30 bucks. Guys, Vim is coming out with some pretty nice tools. I think for me anyway, investing in a couple, good electrical disconnect tools is more than worth it, because these things it's just so easy to pinch that down and disconnect the connector, because sometimes, especially like in new vehicles, if they have not been unplugged in the past, they can be quite difficult to unplug. So this Vim WCT5s, I think they are, but it's got a couple pivot points, so it's really just an extension of your fingers, and they make it so nice to be able to disconnect electrical parts. So what I got today, guys, is again, I have hooked up a lot of lights on the bikes, several bikes that I've had. I think 6 bikes or 8 bikes altogether. Not all mine, but 5 or 6 of them were. And then, the 392, the wife's Jeep, and now I'm moving on to, the Colorado. I got ditch lights on the hood now, but I do not have them wired up because General Motors, just for that pigtail, I mean, I have an aux switch in the truck, but there's no wiring to the back of it. It's just the switch itself, and you got to buy this little pigtail that's $90 freaking, and I'm not paying that. And then they, want another, I don't know, $500 or $600 in labor to put it in, which to me is insane. So I just bought an aux beam switch panel, and again, I'm going to do the install video on that. But anyway, today, really what I was doing the video on, guys, was this ferrule kit that I bought off Amazon. You can see all the sizes and stuff right there. It's called Persevia. See if we can see that or not. But guys, for 20 bucks, like these ferrules, instead of, twisting your wires together, let's clean these off. And hopefully I can show you with these. Let me get it bit in there. See if it'll... Oh, it cleaned it off that time. A little much, but these here, like, I don't know. They're just, to me, they're a lot easier to use. You just find the size, wire you need. Boom, pops it right off. So let me trim this one down a bit. There they are. Lost them. Only a mechanic can lose so many tools in a 2-foot area, But like I say, these ferrules, guys, are going to, clean up your wiring quite a bit. So, and if you see, it's just a little metal tube with a plastic end on it. So you take your wires, set that down there. And, I mean, you don't have to twist them together. I just like to make sure all the fibers, the single wires are kind of aligned. You take that. Hopefully that's the right size. Nope, need a bit bigger one. Sorry guys, I should have had that. But you just take that ferrule, you stick it on there, fits real nice down onto the, especially tying 2 wires together, guys. And then this thing here, all you gotta do, here, click. You just keep going till it clicks, and then it's crimped that on. And then if you don't go all the way, it's kind of like storage. It'll hold it. But, guys, you just take your ferrule, stick it in the end like that. Oh, got the plastic in there. Just like that. Make sure the wires are all the way in. That's it. Look at that. That is so stinking nice. And then, you know, it fits right into, you know, the wiring block, the aux beam wiring block that I got to put these lights in. And guys, I mean, it crimps them down. It crimps them down really. I know you can't tell how hard I'm pulling on that, but it crimps them down beautifully. And, you know, not that, I mean, it's a big concern, but with the single strand, like the twisted strand wire, and just trying to twist them and shove them in, I've had a couple times where I was doing it on the bike because the wiring block I was using was so small, the wires would come unbraided and then touch another terminal and end up blowing the fuse in the box. And you'll see this one I've already done, and that's a bit of a smaller one. And guys, them wires aren't coming out of there. I'll show you on a bigger piece. I gotta get my knife and cut I know my stripper don't go this big, but I just wanted to show you, like, how nice, like if you're doing, especially wiring that you're going to see a lot, say like stereos and amps, you know, something that's in the back of your vehicle. That is some thick coating on that. There we go. So again, I just cut a little bit of the wire. Just like to just not twist them per se, just get them realigned. Like they are in the sheath, you know, in the cover. But look, God, that fits nice. And I like to twist them just a hair, you know, to make sure the wires are aligned. And again, I think this will do, I'd have to look. It does, I mean, that's a pretty big wire, guys. I mean, that's pretty much an amp wire. So stick it in there, squeeze, 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 all the way down. Guys, look at that. You just can't beat that. That one might be a hair big. Let's cut that off and try that again. That red one might be a bit big for that because it's not crimping it into a square. We'll clean it off one more time. But guys, like I said, how that keeps you know, your wiring so cleaned up, you know, it looks a lot nicer, especially like I said. Let me cut that off. I left a little bit of if you're doing an amp or something like that a lot of people are going to, you know, see the wiring. See, I think that's a hair small. Nope. No, I think it's going to work. That way you'll get it. I didn't cut off enough, but stick it in there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. So that other terminal end was a little big, but you can see that's nice and square. So it'll fit very nicely in, you know, any terminal that you're putting it in. And I would say, see, I'm pulling. God, that works so nice. Like I said, especially like if you're wiring something up in a trunk or, you know, the back of a pickup truck, guys, it's just these ferrules, they're not expensive. I think this whole set with the crimper was $20, and they just work beautifully. So, and you know, if you're having to unplug, like, you know, say, my aux beam switch panel, you know, I may end up moving stuff around as I'm adding lights to the truck. And guys, it just makes it a lot easier, you know, to loosen this up from the screw, pull it out, move it to another terminal. These ferrules are just awesome. And guys, they go tiny. Like, you know, some of the LED lights and stuff, they have very tiny wires. So let's see what size that is. I mean, it's on the card here. So that's 22 gauge, guys, and it goes up to 7, all the way down to 22. So, like, you know, the LED lights, in my experience on the bikes, you're really tying like a bunch of wires into one to be able to get them into the terminal. You can't really. So these ferrules just make it nice to crimp them down. maybe put some heat shrink tube around them or something like that. But I mean, the tool itself, I think that most, if you got a set of crimpers that have different jaws you can put in them, I think most of them, like, my wire flies, they come with a set of jaws that will do these ferrules. But it wasn't that much more expensive just to get this rather than switching jaws and stuff out if you're doing a wiring job. So, I mean, guys, if you like your wiring and your vehicle's clean, you got to check out this Persevia. Guys, $20 on Amazon. I mean, just like these here, I mean, I don't know that that there's a lot of tools like, say tool truck stuff that's worth putting the money into when you can buy just as good. I mean, you can find a lot, this same wire stripper set in a lot of different name brands. So guys, it's just one company that makes these damn things, and just, when you buy them, they should just ask you, like, well, depends, like, what name you want on it. Like, they're just, guys, they're all the same, and these things, they work good, but I don't know, these older ones just seem to work a lot better. So I mean, you can't set the strength of the jaws on them, how hard they're pinching, but I don't know. I've used these for a very long time. I've had these for, I don't know, maybe a couple years. And guys, I think I've used them a couple times. Just when I go to my electrical box, these are the ones I go to, and they just work. And again, with the Vim, guys, I can't say enough about their disconnect tools. There's 4 or 5 of these that are for push clips, and I think like hose clamps and stuff like that. These things just, they fit in the hand so nice, and it's not stiff, so you can kind of move it around where you need it to be. Underneath the hood, it just, they work superbly. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd bring you a short video, and me and Master Tech Bob are going to do a full install video on the aux beam, so you guys will see how nice that these ferrules here actually do clean up the wiring, your wiring job under the hood or wherever you're doing it at. So I just, a lot of this stuff, guys, I prefer to kind of do myself. Because for one, getting work done to your vehicle, especially custom work, guys, it isn't cheap. It's crazy expensive. So anyway, guys, I'm rambling on, but that's what I got for you today. It's just kind of a wiring, tutorial, I guess. But just to tell you how nice these ferrules are and how nice they clean up your wiring for very little money and just a little extra time, guys, it'll look professional. So until next time, guys, give me a like and a subscribe. Show me kind of, what you guys use for wiring tools. I mean, I know there's a flipping ton of them out there. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.